Good morning. Welcome to your NCC Sports Update. I'm Kylan Watson. I know it has been a while, 11 years to be exact, but Tiger Woods was in contention at a major tournament. Tonight, as he entered the tournament, Tiger was hoping to prove that he is back. There he is in the fire engine red. You know it's a Sunday when Tiger's in red, hoping to recapture that old Tiger mystique. We head to the 12th hole. Francesco Molinari hits a shot that sounds good, but ends up in the water. He would double bogey this hole. To the 13th we go.
That was just so weak.
This opens up an opportunity for Tiger. All he had to do was hit this shot. He hits the birdie, puts him into a share of the lead at 12 under par. To the 16th. Tiger hits a great tee shot, and it looks good. There he is, taking it in to set up another birdie, and he uses the slope. He knows this course so well. At this point, he would tap that in, and he has a two-shot lead. To the 18th. It all comes down to this, and he hits it to win the Masters. We are all getting the feels here. Tiger hugs his son and then finds his mother. For the 5th time in his career, Tiger gets a green jacket, and at least for the moment, Tiger Woods is back and on top of the golf world. We head to the ice now where the Syracuse Crunch were trying to clinch a playoff spot against the Rochester Americans. The Crunch were up by 2 points on the Americans in the division standings. A win would also clinch home field advantage for the Crunch. Eddie Pascal getting ready for a big game. First period we go. Dominic Masson's shot attempt gets deflected, but Taylor Radish gets the rebound and scores it. 1-1 at the end of the first. We head to the third. We're still a tied game. Mitchell Stevens ends that, somehow gets it in, and that's from the pass from Radish. 2-1 Crunch. Americans come back and tie the game. With 4 minutes left, Alex Boulette steals it and gets it to Carter for Hagee, who goes high to score this one, puts the Crunch back in front. And Gabriel Dumont caps this one off the empty net to send the fans home happy 4-3 Crunch win. It may be spring sports season in Syracuse, but the Camping World Bowl champion Syracuse University football team played their first game in 2019, and it was the spring football game. The Orange showed off some old faces and some new faces to their fans. It may be a practice game, but Dino Babers is in midseason form instructing his troops. Tommy DeVito is looking to start off strong, but he gets picked off by Trill Williams, who is making a house call for the score. The defense forced 3 turnovers and got 2 touchdowns off of 2 of them. The offense gets back into it, though, as Clayton Welsh throws a beautifully thrown 71-yard bomb to Nakeem Johnson. Welsh is battling for the backup QB role behind DeVito with Rex Culpepper. Now on back to DeVito, trying to redeem himself, finds Courtney Johnson over the middle for the score. DeVito completed 13 of 16 passes for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. Head coach Dino Babers said this team is not slowing down despite being bitten by the injury bug.
I think we are ahead, and I think even more so with some of the injuries that we got in the spring, that we got even younger guys more experience. And this was a very physical spring, and it's going to be that way. Even though it looks bad right now that those guys got hurt, it gives the underbelly more opportunities to be a 1, the 3s more opportunities to be a 2, which means they're getting more reps, and it's going to build more depth on our football team when we get to the fall.
Babers said the team is not there yet as far as depth is concerned. His main concern is if the injuries start happening at positions where the depth is not as deep. It could be a problem, but they are working on getting this team as strong as possible for their opener against Liberty in August. From the gridiron to lacrosse, the Syracuse University lacrosse team headed down to Chapel Hill for their ACC regular season finale with the Tar Heels. Syracuse was looking to get a higher seed with the ACC tournament coming up in 2 weeks. This rivalry had a little bit more of an extra meaning. John Desko manning the sidelines. With a win, he would become the 18th winningest coach in men's lacrosse. We head to the second. Syracuse down by 1. Nate Solomon takes it himself, double team, uses a pump fake to get some room, and the score is tied. This game was a little bit special because it was a battle of the Solomon brothers. David Lipske's shot attempt hits off the crossbar, and Stephen Rafis finds it and gets it back and gets the rebound, puts it back, and the score is tied at 7. Rafis passes it to Bradley Voigt, who hits the defender with a spin move and puts it in with the underhand to give the Orange the win 12-9. The Orange are 8-3 and head to Maryland for the season finale against Navy on Saturday. And the high school soccer, South Lewis and Cooperstown meant to determine who will walk away with the Section 3 Class C championship. 11 minutes to the first period, Jack Lambert gets it to Calvin Sandler, who hits it off the crossbar. We head to overtime. Final seconds of OT, Cooperstown needs something. San Marino gets the free kick to Matt Scaropa, who heads it in to end the tie. Heartbreak for Cooperstown and elation for South Lewis, who are the Section 3 Class C champions in high school boys soccer. That does it for sports. Still to come here on NCC News, our Daniel Booth tells us about how some people are getting that summer body ready through dog walking. And stay with us for that story and your check of the weather with Fernando Garcia Franceschini on this edition of NCC News.